I thought whilst I was here showing off my beautiful Christmas jumper that I would check in and do day 10 of the Boldwood Books Advent Challenge, which is to show the books that you are currently reading as well as fairy lights. Now, unfortunately, I do not have fairy lights in my room, so I can't really show them to you, but I can show you what I'm currently reading. A book that has been on my currently reading for a couple of weeks now is this, A History of Our Favourite Christmas Carols by Gant. I'm about halfway through, but I also started reading In the Shadow of Queens by Alison Weir. This is a follow-on from the Six Tudor Queen series, and it's just short stories that are some way related to our six queens, but told from the perspective of somebody who we didn't really follow in the original novels. I'm about 2 stories into this and really enjoying it so far. And then I don't know if I showed you this yesterday, but I ended up picking up this. Was this a silly purchase? Yes, it was. It is a beautiful edition of Red, White and Royal Blue by McQuiston, which was one of my favourite books from 2020. But it's just stunning. I mean, not only is the front cover beautiful, it's got these gorgeous, gorgeous end papers. Under the dust jacket is gorgeous as well, and it's got sprayed edges, which don't usually do it for me, but right now, loving it. So I decided to take that opportunity to read that again as well. Bit silly, really. So yes, 3 books on my currently reading pile right now. Day number 11 is to talk about a book that has a journey as part of the narrative. And because I am currently listening to overdue podcasts on Emily Wilson's translation of the Odyssey, I'm going to go for the really, really obvious answer and say the Odyssey, the original long journey narrative. I'm not reading it currently, but the story is very fresh in my mind because of listening to this podcast series. I really recommend it if you do ever get a chance to listen to it. And just being able to get a recap of Odysseus and his long 10-year struggle to get home. And I do especially recommend the Emily Wilson translation if you ever get a chance to read that. And I recently heard a rumour, some little percolations, that maybe her translation of the Iliad is coming out in 2023. I have not been able to find any concrete information about that, but I was listening to the History Extra podcast and they were talking about their best books of the year, and then somebody was asking them, like, what is their most anticipated release for next year? And one of those review editors said the Iliad by Emily Wilson. Well, no, by Homer, but translated by Emily Wilson. You know what I'm saying. And I was like, excuse me, what now? So yeah, that is to be looked forward to, definitely.